Howdy, my name is Steven and our topic for 8th grade project is bullying.
I'm Will Nikars, and my subtopic was cyberbullying. Cyberbullying is one of the most common types of bullying, especially in teens. It's the easiest way to bully because you can just sit behind a screen and you don't have to do anything face-to-face or face consequences. It normally has the most effect on the victim because there's not a lot they can do about it. People can delete posts and the victim may not know what's going on until weeks or months after it happens.
My name is JP Wagner, and my subtopic is how bullying starts. Bullying can start in many ways. Most ways have a correlation between the bully's past. According to a survey by Sherry Gordon, a bullying prevention activist and advocate for bullied kids, said 1 in 4 kids in a nationwide survey have bullied someone. Most of these bullies reported bullying other kids because it made them feel better about their past, about their insecurities and themselves being bullied in the past. Another way bullying starts is from a hostile household environment. According to another survey done by Sherry Gordon, she surveyed kids from a high school in North Carolina. 1 out of 10 kids said they bullied people. Almost a quarter of these kids said that they've had a parent with a drug or alcohol problem, and they admit their behavior and their bullying actions were fueled by their parents' actions.
Hi, my name is Tommy Gallagher, and my subtopic is physical bullying. Physical bullying involves hurting a person's body or possession. Forms of physical bullying are hitting, pushing, tripping, slapping, spitting, stealing, or destroying things. Physical bullying is easier to spot because there may be marks on the person that is getting bullied. Physical bullying usually happens to preteens or younger kids. The effects of being physically bullied can make a person withdraw, not want to go to school, trouble sleeping, low self-esteem, and change in friendships.
Hi, I'm Max Perino, and my subtopic is signs and prevention of bullying. Some signs that a kid is being bullied is depression, signs of physical contact, and changes in mood or behavior. Once the action of bullying has already started, kids can stop it by standing together, ignoring the bully's actions because they usually do it for attention. They can treat everyone with respect, prevent cyberbullying, so stay away from social media, and no matter what, tell an adult. Bullying can be prevented before it happens by just set.
Please report to the IS Center parking lot. Ms. Janet Miller, Mr. Scott Zura, Mr. Luke Rosen, and Mr. Musa Ora. Thank you.
Bullying can be prevented before it happens by just setting a good example for others on how to act. In schools, school staff can help prevent bullying by establishing and enforcing rules and policies that clearly describe how students are encouraged to treat each other. People also need to make sure that they don't become the bully. Ways of doing this are to stop and think before you do something. Talk to someone you trust on how to find out ways to be nicer to people. If you think you have bullied someone in the past, just apologize to them. And lastly, just don't forget that everyone's different. The main problem with bullying is that most people just let it happen. To really stop bullying, more people need to get involved and make art in ending bullying.
My subtopic was long-term effects of bullying. Long-term effects of bullying include depression, mental health problems, and even sometimes self-harm and suicide. Mental health issues are very common in people who have been bullied. The most common forms of mental health issues that come out of bullying are depression and anxiety. For our action project, we went to St. Joan of Arc and had them watch a video on helping people. After the video, we told them a little bit about bullying And then we had them sign a poster saying that they pledge to stick together through tough times and always have each other's backs. Now we'll show our documentary.
What good acts did you guys see in that video?
Somebody did a door for the hot dog. Somebody's wanting some towels. Someone helped the kid up. They did stuff for each other. Me? I saw a little boy help a old lady cross the street.
What did you guys learn from that you can like help pick up your classmates when they're down?
Help someone doesn't even if you don't want to.
What are types of bullying that you guys have heard of?
Cyberbullying, cyberbullying, racism, internet.
Have you guys ever heard of physical bullying?
Yeah.
What do you guys think of it?
It is like if I was playing tennis and I had hit her, and I did not fall.
Some forms of physical bullying are hitting, tripping, pushing, smacking, or touching somebody in a hurtful way.
Another type of bullying is verbal bullying. Verbal bullying is when you say something mean to someone or anything that hurts someone, even if it's not meant to be hurtful.
And then the other one you guys mentioned was cyberbullying. That's just when someone bullies someone online or with like a device.
Alright, so we have a poster that you guys are gonna like write your names on, and it's like saying that you pledge to stick together and always like help each other out, right? Alright, so what's the main form of bullying that you see and how can you prevent it?
The main form of bullying that we see right now at school really involves more of the older students, and I think it's more outside of school than anything. It's more related to social media, online, Snapchat, all of that kind of stuff, where they're not being kind to each other and using that barrier of social media to kind of be invisible, I think, or feel invisible, and they can say what they want to say.
When a kid comes up to you, talking to you about getting bullied, what precautions do you take to make sure it doesn't happen again?
One of the most important things I think that we need to keep in mind is involving parents. You know, your parents are your biggest advocates. They care about you and they love you and they want the best for you. So even though it sounds scary sometimes that, you know, a teacher or principal might reach out to your parents, they're the ones that are really there to protect you. So we would contact parents and come up with a plan.
When you talk to the bully, what is the main point you talk to them about?
When we talk to somebody who is not making good choices, I think the biggest thing that we want to talk about is compassion and understanding and really making sure that you are putting yourself in the other person's shoes. I mean, nobody else wants to feel picked on, so why would you be doing it to somebody else? So I think that, really understanding that you're hurting somebody else's feelings, that you're maybe making a small comment could make a big difference in that person's life. You don't know what else is going on behind the scenes in their life, so you just have to be very careful and compassionate with it.
So, what are the main types of bullying that you see in Anthony Wayne?
Well, I teach fifth grade, so with fifth graders, a lot of times it's social media. Many of my students have phones or devices on which they have apps like Snapchat, so there is a lot of social media bullying going on. Other things are just little incidents on the playground that are normally, I don't want to say they're benign incidents, but if they keep happening over and over again, our school considers them bullying.
Yeah. So then going off of that, what would you do, because if you hear about it maybe, or a young student tells you about it, what do you do to help him or her?
I try to listen to his or her side of the story and give it as much advice as I can, but we are then told that we should send them to the counselor, and the counselor handles it with the students and the parents if needed, and sometimes the assistant principal gets involved as well.
So then, if just forgetting all that, what would happen? How do you prevent it?
To prevent it, we do a lot with school expectations. We have 4 rules in Anthony Wayne to stay safe, stay involved, be respectful, and be responsible. So we do a lot of growth mindset lessons and lessons about being kind and being good friends and my teaching partner and I also have mentors come in. So we had the soccer team come in last week and talk to all the kids about how to use social media appropriately and how to make friends in different groups and not just have one type of friend. So that helps them also hearing it from other kids.
So when you talk to the bully, maybe when you hear about it, do you talk to him and her, or him
I
those two
do
together?
try to talk to, first separately, and then if need be, usually with the counselor, we talk to them together to try to solve the problem. In 5th grade, it's normally pretty easy to solve the issues, which I think it may be a different story in the high school. But in 5th grade, normally they want to be friends and they just don't know the proper way to make friends or stay friends.
So normally when the incidents happen, do they keep occurring after you talk to them? Or
No,
do they
normally they stop. And if they do keep happening, we then involve the parents. So.
Does anyone have a question? Fourth. Yes. Yes. Both.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I feel like I've been on both sides, but more the bully than like the victim. So.
Definitely, yeah, but definitely not as severe as some of the things we talked about in our action project.
I would have been on both, but with the bully part, it wasn't as severe as what we presented, but it's just more verbal, I guess.
I have been bullied, and I have bullied someone.
Yeah, because they're like young, so they haven't like gotten to the big forms of bullying yet. So if they learn young that it's unacceptable, then they can realize and stop before they actually start. Yeah, I definitely think it helped, but also you can always like implement more activities to help. There's like never like too much to do. Thank you.